My name is Evita and today we'll do yoga practice to maintain our beautiful bodies and booties. So it's going to be yoga practice for our legs and bottoms. So get ready for some heat, grab any props and blocks, blankets if you have, and let's begin. You're welcome to have your own music if you want to, as long as you can hear me. So we will begin in seated position. You can grab any props and blocks to lift up your sitting bones. I'm going to choose some softer support for my bottom and I'm going to use folded blanket. Make your way into a seated posture. You can close on your eyes and place your hands onto your knees. And let's try to find a length in your spine, grounding into your sitting bones, keeping the navel over the pelvis, the heart space over the navel, and top of the head reaching towards the sky in one long line. And try to relax the shoulders down, drawing them away from the ears. Let's bring awareness to the breath. Deepening in an inhalation and exhalation. Deep inhale and full exhalation now. Inhale, belly fills up with the breath. Opening your chest to maybe slight lift in the collarbones. And exhale, navel travels to your spine. That's fine if there are many things going on into your mind, because in a minute everything is gonna disappear from your mind and all attention will go into your legs and your bottom. You're welcome to blink open your eyes, lengthening your spine and reach your fingertips towards the ground. And start twisting your upper body towards the right hand side, reaching the fingertips towards the ground. You're welcome to place left hand onto the right thigh. Keep it nice and gentle twist, saving the length in your spine. Returning back to the center, twisting onto opposite direction onto your left. Deepen in your breath. The breath is going to let you feel the twist. And try not to sacrifice the length in your spine, trying to go into deeper twist. That is not necessary today. And return back to the center. Make a way, roll your way into your tabletop. Place any props and blocks if you had them somewhere on the side. Make sure you place your wrist under your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Your knees are as wide as your hips. Press into the tops of the feet into a strong tabletop. Press away from the mat. Pull the belly button towards your spine so your lower back is nice and active. Having a few breaths here. Now tuck the toes under and start sitting down into your heels. Shifting your bum closer to your heels. Extending your fingertips towards the front. Then lean towards the front, past your wrists. Sit into your heels. And continue shifting your weight forwards. your wrist. Continue with your own breath, sitting down and moving towards the front. Maybe inhale, sitting in. Exhale, shifting forward. 2 more times. Inhale, sit. Exhale, lean. Last time. Lean over. Strengthening into your wrists, finding some more space into your hips. Finding some space in the backs of the feet. And return back into your tabletop. Untuck your toes, pressing tops of the feet into the ground, pressing away from the mat. Tuck the toes of the right foot, slide the right leg behind you, and lift the right leg off to the ground. Keep balance equal between both sides of the body, so you're not lingering onto one side or another. Now point the toes, and let's draw the circles in and outwards. Let's start with the small ones. 2, 3, and let's increase and draw bigger circles. 4, 5, 6, bigger. 7, 8, 9, 10, hold. And we're going to change direction. Hold here. Now in, down, out, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, draw bigger ones. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, 10. Lengthen and hold. Pull the belly button into your spine. The lower back is nice and steady. Bend the knee, place the knee back onto the ground. Tuck the toes under and sit onto your heels. Let's draw a few circles onto the wrist and take pressure away. And you can flash your fingers. Good, and let's return back to our tabletop, wrists under your shoulders, untucking both toes. Now tucking the left toes under, sliding the left leg towards the back of the room, lifting the leg up to the ground, pointing the toes. Keep the spine nice and strong. I'm going to draw the circles out. Down, out, up, in. 1, 2, 3. Start drawing the bigger circles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold. Press away from the mat. Let's change direction. Reach up, side, down, in. 1, 2, bigger circles. 3, 4, 5, breathe. 6, 7, 8, bigger. 9, 10, reach. Hold, press away from the ground. Squeeze your glute. And release your knee back down onto the mat. Strong tabletop, tops of the feet pressing into the ground. And let's lift the right knee off the ground, the foot reaching towards the sky. We're going to do like quick pulses, drawing the knee closer to the sky. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold and reach. Hold, reach with your knee towards the sky, engaging your right glute. 10 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, breathe. 7, 8, 9, 10. Reach and squeeze. Press away from the mat. Breathe at all times. And release your knee back down onto the ground. Let's repeat with the other leg. bending the left knee, reaching your foot towards the sky. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze and hold. Press away from the mat. Deep breaths through your nostrils. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reach, reach, reach. Squeeze. Press away from the mat. Lengthening your spine. And release your knee back into the ground. Have your knees wider. Place your big toes touch it into your heels. Drop your head onto the mat. And reach your fingertips towards the front into child's pose. And let's bring yourself back to the breath. Feeling the breath in your back body. Few more here. Now lifting the head, gazing forwards, spreading the fingers wide, sending fingertips towards the front of the mat, tucking toes under, not pressing into your hands and lifting the knees off the ground, lifting the sitting bones towards the sky into a downward facing dog. You can start bending one knee another, walking out, maybe wiggling the tail, maybe looking through your armpit. Any creaks and cracks are welcome. Now let's stay here. Press away your hands away from the mat. Have soft bend in your knees. Reach sitting bones to the sky. Now ground into left leg. Start lifting off the right leg off the mat, reaching the right heel towards the sky into a three-legged dog. Now hug the right knee into the chest first. Gaze towards the front. Step between your hands and lower down the back knee into a low lunge. Plant the left hand onto the mat. Lifting the right fingertips towards the sky. Open the chest towards the right. Pressing away from the ground in a one long line from the left hand to the right hand's fingertips. And return the right hand back down onto the mat. Lift the back knee off the ground. Step back into a plank. You're welcome to lower down the knees if you want to. Otherwise, stay here. Chipping away onto our toes. And slowly bending elbows, lowering down towards the ground. Place your feet towards the corners of the mat. Pressing your hands by the rib cage. Lifting the chest off to the ground and getting elbows back and down into a cobra. Holding here a few breaths, pressing into pubic bone, into the tops of the feet. Inhale, exhale, lower back down. Tucking toes under, pressing into your hands, bending knees, sitting into your heels first. And pressing away from the mat into a downward facing dog. Now grounding to right foot this time, right leg. Lifting the left leg up to the ground, reaching away with the left heel towards the sky into a three-legged dog. Squaring off the shoulders. And clenching your teeth. Relax your forehead. Bending the left knee into the chest. Hug the knee in. Shift your gaze forward. Step between your hands and lower down the right knee onto the ground. Plant the right hand onto the ground, reaching your left fingertips towards the sky. Open the chest. Lengthen your arms. And just make sure the front knee is right above the ankle. A few more breaths here. Rotate the chest. towards the side, and plant the left hand back down onto the mat. Pressing the hands, lift the back knee. Step with the left foot to meet the right. Into a plank, maybe into half plank by lowering down the knees. Shifting onto your toes, bending your elbows, slowly returning onto the mat. Press the feet to the corners of the mat. Press away with the hands. Lifting the chest off the ground into cobra. Shoulders are guiding away from your ears. Inhale, exhale, lower back down. Tucking toes under. Pressing into your hands, sitting into your heels. Extending the arms long towards the front of the mat. Pressing into your hands, into your palms. Start lifting the knees off the ground into a downward facing dog once more. Pedaling it out, bending them one knee another. Stay here for 3 full breaths. Shooting the sitting bones towards the sky. And start walking your feet towards the front of the mat. Into Uttanasana, into forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need. Pressing into all edges of your feet, into your thumb, into your pinky, into your heel. And let your arm be relaxed, neck long, arms long. Now pressing in all edges of feet. Sliding your hands onto your shins, onto your thighs. Coming into flat back position. Have soul bend in your knees. So we're not locking the legs down. You're welcome to extend your arms behind you, reaching into airplane arms. And release down to forward fold. Round the feet and start rolling yourself up into standing. The head is the last thing to come up. Lengthening your lower back. Then middle back, and upper back, and reach your head towards the sky, and let's roll the shoulders up towards your ears, back and down, 2 more times. Pressing into the feet, engaging your legs, your glutes. Opening the palms towards the front of the room. Good. Now we're going to start with the left foot on the left edge of the mat. And start with the right foot behind you. And turn the right toes inwards on the diagonal line. Around 45 degrees. That's approximate. And bending the front knee above the ankle. Pressing the outer edge of the back foot into the ground. Rotating your chest towards the front. And lifting your arms towards the sky above the head. Into warrior 1. And just keep your shoulders away from your ears. If you want to, you can bend your elbows and open your chest towards the front. Sending your feet into the mat. Few more nice deep breaths. Now inhale, reach. Exhale, open the chest towards the side. Reach your fingertips towards the sides of the room. Into warrior 2. You can gaze over the left fingertips. Just make sure your knee, the front knee, is still above the ankle. Send the back leg into the ground. Engage your thigh, engage your glute. Inhale, extend the front knee, reach towards the sky with the left fingertips. fingertips towards your shin, maybe your knee, maybe the ground. Maybe you can use some props and blocks and place your hand onto the brick and open the chest towards the side, and then reach your fingertips, right fingertips towards the sky. Legs are still engaged. And try to create one long line from one hand to another. And keep the chest open. And try to not to scrunch your shoulders towards the ears. Try to keep nice and long neck, nice and long spine. And reach your right fingertips back down. You can place your brick towards the front. Now shimmy the left toes towards the center. And step the back foot closer towards the center of the mat. Shorten your stand. Place your hands onto your hips and lower down the belly towards the left thigh. You're welcome to stay here. Maybe reach with your fingertips towards the ground, framing the front foot. Or maybe using any props and blocks and place your hands onto the bricks. And try to keep length in the lower back at all times. And trying to reach with your belly towards your thigh instead the head towards your knee. The back leg is still active. Feeling the lengthening in the left hamstring. And remove the blocks. Place your hands onto your hips. Shifting weight on your front foot, bending the front knee. Shifting onto your toes of the left foot. Start lifting the right foot off the ground into warrior 3. Keep soft bending a standing leg at all times. It will be easier to balance. Send away the right heel. You're welcome to place your hands onto the bricks for support. Otherwise, stay here. And now you can slowly make your way closer towards the ground and try to reach with your belly towards the thigh into standing splits. My standing splits looks like that. If you can go, if you're higher with the right leg and you feel comfortable in that way, just go ahead and do it. Otherwise, stay where it feels good for you. And trying to reach with the upper body towards the leg. You can challenge your balance, maybe holding onto your shin with the right hand, then testing the other hand. It feels fine. Maybe placing both hands onto your shin. Or just staying here. Reach and lengthen. A few more breaths. And stepping back. Cartwheeling your hands into warrior 2, bending the front knee. Extending front knee, reaching towards the skies. And let's change direction. So the right leg shifting onto the right edge of the mat. Back leg with toes turned inwards towards the left edge. Bending the front knee, spiraling the top body, your chest towards the front. Reaching your fingertips towards the sky. Let's bring ourselves back to the breath. Pressing the back leg into the ground. Maybe bending the elbows, open the chest. Staying here for a few breaths. And just checking with your knee. If your knee is above the ankle, just stay there. If you're not there yet, if you're here, that's completely fine. Just keep working. Stay with the practice. Listen into your body. Nice deep breath through your nostrils. Inhale, reach. exhale, spiral your chest over the side, reaching your fingertips over the sides of the room, looking over the right fingertips. Do warrior two. Checking your knee again, if it's collapsing towards inside. Just return it back, above the ankle. Engaging the back glute, back tie. Inhale, extend the front knee, reach towards the sky with the right fingertips. Inhale, exhale, lean towards the front and reach with the right fingertips towards the ground. Spiraling your chest towards the side, reaching with the left fingertips towards the sky. You can always use some props, some blocks. Maybe place a hand near the shin, maybe near the knee. Or just grab any prop to put your right hand on. Make sure you're creating one long line from one fingertip to another. Good, and spiral down, left fingertips down. Shimmy the right toes towards the center of the mat. Shorten your stand. Now place your hands onto the hips. Try to lean over the front leg, reaching your belly towards your thigh. You can leave your hands onto your hips, maybe reaching towards the ground, maybe using any props and blocks. Now softly bending the front knee, pivot on the back toes. Shift your balance on the standing leg, lifting the left leg onto the ground. Warrior three. You can stay here. Use props and blocks and invisible ones for me. Reach your way through your heel. You can stay here. Maybe have some airplane arms. Ooh. And there's an option to lower down your fingertips towards the ground and start to working into a standing split, lowering the upper body towards the standing leg. Reach away the back leg. Challenging your balance, holding your shin, switching your arms. Maybe God arms. And step back, bending front knee. Cartwheeling your hands into warrior two. Stay with me. Front knee bend. Inhale, extend the front knee. And inhale, exhale, bring the fingertips down. Heel toe, dump your feet together. And let's tap. That was the front of the mat together. Grounding you to feet. Really sanding the heel down. Soft bending the knees. Inhale, reach over the sky. Inhale, exhale, raining down to forward fold. Soft bending your knees. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, raining down. Now keep bending those knees and start lifting the chest off your thighs, reaching the fingertips towards the front of the room, sitting into a chair, into Utkatasana. Imagine there's a wall behind you and trying to reach the wall with the sitting bones. Maybe bending the elbows, open the chest, maybe placing the hands onto the hips. You have multiple options here. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extending bending legs, reaching the fingertips towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, palms together towards the heart space. Inhale, softly bend in the knees, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees, lifting the chest off the thighs, reaching your fingertips towards the front, sitting into a chair. Maybe turning into a baby chair if it gets too easy. And holding and breathing for 5, 4, lower, 3, 2, 1, reach. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, soft bend the knees, reach. Exhale, rain down, gonna do once more. Bend your knees, sit into a chair, lift the chest up to your thighs. Reach with the fingertips. Maybe try some arm variations to have some distraction from your legs that are slightly burning. Holding for 5, 4, 4, 2, 1. Reach the sky. Inhale, exhale, palms together towards the heart space. Maybe enjoying the moment of stillness. Inhale, soft bend in the knees, reach towards the sky. Exhale, rain the fingertips down. Time for you to have one more done with the drink if you need to. Maybe shimmy out your legs. Are we still there? Yeah, good, good. Now grounding into your feet, soft bend the knees, reach. Inhale into the ribs. Exhale, really down. Into Uttanasana. Maybe generously bending your knees, resting the chest onto your thighs. A few deep breaths here. Now ground into your hands. Step or jump back into the plank. Your choice. Staying here, maybe lowering down your knees if you need to. Otherwise, send the heels away, pressing away from the mat. And breathe, breathe at all times. Do not hold the breath. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, bending your elbows, slowly lowering down onto the ground. Place your toes towards the corners of the mat, pressing into the palms, lifting the chest of the ground into a cobra. If you have been practicing the upward facing dog, go ahead. Enjoy it. Go into upward facing dog, maybe staying into cobra, your choice. Your legs are nice and strong and active. Lifted off the mat. Shoulders are drawing away from your ears. And now slowly making your way into a downward facing dog. Maybe taking a pause and sitting into a child's pose if you need to. Spending some few moments here, but if you stayed into a downward facing dog, just bend one knee another, walk it out. If you are in child's pose, please come back into a downward facing dog and let's meet all together here. Sending the sitting bones towards the sky, pressing your hands away from the mat and let your hand be loose, the jaw be loose. Holding for 3 breaths. You're going to have nice inhale inside through the mouth. 2 more times. Once more, inhale. Letting all go. And now as slowly as you can. On 5 breaths, start bending your knees, then lowering your knees towards the ground. So you're not collapsing or surrendering into the gravity. Try to resist. And with the breath, slowly bring and knees towards the ground. And tucking the toes, walking onto your knees, sweeping your legs towards the side, and make your way seated by pressing the tops of the feet, the bottoms of the feet towards the mat, towards the front of the mat. Place your bottom towards the center. Keeping your spine long, reaching your fingertips towards the sky, staying here. So me breathing. I'm going to slowly start rolling down towards the ground. You can have your hands for support. And breathe at all times, pressing the feet into the ground. Good. As slowly as you can. Now we're going to come up. Do the same. Reaching the fingertips. And slowly rolling back up. Some extra challenge. Reach and lengthen. Good. So you can grab your folded blanket or bolster, not bolster, your blanket, prop book, place it under your sitting bones, extend the legs long onto the mat, have your spine nice and tall, relax your shoulders down and reach your fingertips towards the ground. Send the heels away from you so your legs are nice and active. Have your chest nice and open. While sending the left heel away, start bending the right knee and step the right leg over the left. You can drop the right leg closer towards yourself. Place the left hand onto the right thigh and start twisting towards the right hand side. But try to keep the length in your spine at all times and the right fingertips reaching towards the back. Send the left heel away from you. Deepen in a breath. And maybe finding a deeper twist with each exhalation. One more breath. And unravel, extend the both legs, give a shimmy out. Now reaching away with the left heel, start bending the left knee, step over the right leg. And wrap the right hand around the left thigh and start rotation towards the left hand side, reaching the left fingertips onto the ground. Reach the ground of the head towards the sky, relax the shoulders down. And deepen in your breath. If you want to, you can gaze over the left shoulder. One more breath. Good, and let's return back, extending the both legs, extending the both heels away from you, reaching for the fingertips, keeping spine nice and tall. And then move the block or blanket somewhere onto the side away from you. Let's return the feet towards the front, the bum towards the center. One more wake up call to lower abdominals, reaching the fingertips towards the front of the room or planting your hands by your sides. Maybe closing down your eyes and slowly rolling yourself up towards the ground. Maybe pause in the middle, trying to find some shaking sensations. Breathe in at all times. Keep rolling down. We're going to all meet onto the ground. Find your hands by the sides, bending the knees, and place your feet closer to the sitting bones. We're going to press into the feet and start lifting the bum up to the ground by guiding the knees towards the front of the room and reaching the bony bits in front of your body towards the sky. Press the hands into the mat or into the ground firmly. You can stay here and try to squeeze your glutes, your thighs, start lifting higher. Or for extra challenge, you're going to ground your left foot, lifting the right leg off the mat. You can stay here, or you can lower down the bum towards the ground, press back up, reach, lower down, press back up, send the hips higher, lower down, press back up, hold and reach. One more time, go down, press back up, hold here, send the hips higher, bend the right knee, stay here, stay lifted, do not lower the bum towards the ground, find the lift first, ground into the right leg, lifting the left leg off the ground this time, stand, lower down, press back up, squeeze the right glute, lower back down, squeeze back up, so you're not resting onto the ground, nearly touching the ground, lower back down, press back up, squeeze the right glute, reach your hips higher, last time, lower back down, squeeze back up, hold and lengthen, reach, and bend the left knee, stay here, sending the hips higher, hold, squeeze the glutes, for 5, 4, lift higher, 3, 2, 1, and slowly return the back towards the ground. Bending the right knee into the chest, extending the left leg long onto the mat. Reaching away with the left heel, hugging the right knee. Really gently into the armpit. Then you can swing your knee out to the side and back to the chest. Give it loving movement. How closer, let's switch the legs, placing the right foot onto the ground, bending the left knee into the chest, extending the right heel away from you, hugging the left knee closer to the armpit, and swing the knee out to side, back to the chest, a few times. Let's bring ourselves back to the breath. Breathing deeply through your nostrils. Hug it in once more. Extend your left leg onto the mat. Have your feet as wide as the mat. Have your arms long by the sides of the body. Reach with the palms towards the sky, relaxing your feet. And that's it. All the hard job is done. Slowly surrendering the body towards the ground. Releasing your toes, your feet, your lower legs, your knees and upper legs. Finding softness into your hips, into your belly. Let your bottom and lower back sink into your mat. Find space in your chest for breath to travel freely through. Releasing your fingertips, in your palms, in your arms. And let the shoulders and head be heavy. Enjoying some time in the stillness and tuning in within your body, within your breath. And surrendering to your mat with each exhalation. And start wiggling the fingertips and toes and inviting some movement into your body. Maybe draw some circles into your wrists and your ankles. Now reach your arms above the head. A nice and long stretch throughout the body, from your heels to your fingertips. And roll yourself onto the right hand side. And rest your head on the right arm. Place the left hand in front of your face. Spend a few moments here. Now press into left hand. Start rolling yourself up mindfully into comfortable seated position. You can keep your eyes closed if you want to. Make your way into any comfortable seated position, maybe sitting onto your heels, maybe coming into cross-legged. Placing your hands onto your knees. Now let's find a length in your spine once more. Keeping your navel over your pelvis. The chest is nice and open over your navel. The top of the head reaching towards the sky. And relax the shoulders down away from your ears. Appreciating all the good job you did today. Appreciating your time that you gave for your body to feel better, to feel stronger. Placing your hands to touch towards the heart space, towards your sternum. And tucking the chin under, chin to chest, pressing your thumbs into your forehead, to your third eye. And thanking yourself and each other around the world for this practice. Namaste. You're welcome to stay into seated position as long as you want to. Maybe come back laying down on the ground if you need some more relaxation. So yeah, leave comments, your feedback, how you feel after this practice. Maybe some comments tomorrow to let me know, do you feel anything in your bum and your legs? Press thumbs up, subscribe, you know those things. Just or just enjoy this practice. I'll be happy that it gave to something to you. So sending all the loves and see you next time.
About me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.